Over in the UK, we've yet to see the official opening of the summer 2021 transfer window, but Blackburn Rovers are constantly linked with some players both in attack and defence. But one spot I think we really need to improve is that creative midfield spot, and I've got a Bobby Dazzler coming at you next. That's right, folks. We're going to video today. We're going to take a look at a recent link, linking us with, of course, that missing ingredient, that creative midfield. And we'll get to that in just one second. If you're new to the channel, where the heck have you been, boys? Smash the old subscribe button to get you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, summer transfers related, Euro 2020, and the rest related. We got it all here, boys. No one Rooskies. That's right, boys and girls. There is a link going out there right here, right now, linking us to a Portuguese midfield maestro. And he's not really Portuguese, but he's based in Portugal. It is Ryan Guald. That's right. We are going for gold, of course. I don't want to get you too excited about this one because it is a long shot, but the link is there. That's what I want to really talk to you about. Of course, we'll get to that in a bit more detail. Just a second. Of course, big shout out to the VIPs. Who are they? They are the Patreons. Thank you for your continued support behind the scenes. But anyway, let's get cracking and take a little look at going for gold. That is Ryan Guald. Of course, he is a Scottish man by trade, but he is moved abroad at a young age. I think formerly from Dundee United to improve his game, and improve a game he has, and his stock is on the rise. Why is it on the rise? Because his contract is actually up is expiring this summer, and of course a lot of championship clubs and more are sniffing around to bringing him back to the UK. Of course, Scottish by trade, but of course that would. The fact that he is British does give a major boost for the championship clubs, of course, with Brexit to be thought about a little bit now these days, trying to bring into European players. There's an extra hurdle now you've got to go through. And don't forget, don't even get me started on COVID. But anyway, Ryan Guald, what kind of player is he? Where would I see him fitting in the squad? And of course, what are my chances for him joining? Well, I'll answer that last one first a little bit. The chances are pretty slim, but we are in the mix. Let's just put that out there. There are 30, I believe over 30 offers on the table for Ryan Guald. Of course, contract is expiring. A lot of championship clubs like what they see, and when I want to show you the numbers, you'll like what you see as well. But for me, this guy could easily take over Bradley Dack's role, definitely for the interim until he gets back on his feet. But he'll definitely provide competition for that slot, and that's why I think Tony Mowbray and his recruitment team are looking at this kid as well. And plus, the fact that his contract is up for renewal, so we'll go on a free will make things even more interesting and of course satisfying if we were to scoop this bad boy up. And if we were to scoop it up, then guess what, that shows a bit of clout amongst it. But of course he will have a whole bunch of offers on the table, so we'll see what pans out over the summer. Of course, so Ryan Guald is allowed to keep an eye on. Of course, let's take a look at some of the key figures then for this guy. He does play for Farense over in the top flight over in Portugal. He is 25 these days, so he ain't no babyface assassin no more, even though he does look like he's got that continental flair about him. He's only on 169 centimetres tall. He prefers his left foot and down the middle as well. We'll elaborate on those positions in just a second. His creativity numbers and his attacking numbers are actually off the charts. We've done some videos over the past few days of taking a look at some Chilean players as well. But of course, and none of the guys had anything near this in regards to creativity and attacking. So that already shows what kind of player he's got. His attacking and defending is not, of course, the best amongst other sort of defensive midfielders, I would say. But this guy is more, like I said, that box-to-box attacking kind of thing. Kind of like a Rothwell, but maybe a little bit more savvy than that. And again, that also would bear into mind as well. If we could maybe flip-flop one out, a Rothwell out and a Ryan Guald in, then I'd be interested to explore that a little bit further. Okay, let's take a look at more some numbers here for you. This season, he's played 33 times as Ryan Guald, scored 9 goals as a midfielder. That's not too shabby either. He's got 7 assists as well with 8 yellow cards. He's been involved in the starting 11 for Farense 97% of the time, picking up 94% of the minutes as well, with a goal participation of 51%. That ain't no bad numbers as well for the young lad. Of course, it's the heat map here, right now. Of course, he is a sporadic sort of midfielder, goes all over the place. Seems like he likes to take the older corners from the right-hand side. So that's a good bit of stuff if we were to scoop this guy up. Of course, we are weak in that department. Of course, Pickering will come in to provide some set-piece taking abilities, but of course, we need more than that. We need a bit of variety in there. Variety is the spice of life. So he is a player that gets about a bit, so we like that. Of course, where does he actually play then? predominantly plays in as an attacking midfielder down the centre, and again that is the Bradley Dack role for the time being. He can also drift out left as well if we want to go with a winger for him, and also goes out right if we want to have something a bit unorthodox with a left-sided right winger, if you know what I mean. Anyway, let's take a look at some more key figures, and here we go. So of course over the season, did tell you he did score 9 goals from attacking midfield, picked up a few assists as well. So over the seasons he's been around the blocks as well. He's played for Sporting a couple of times, and that is in the first team as well, picking up 5 appearances, 2 goals and an assist. That's not too shabby. Of course, one of the bigger boys out in Portugal. Hibernian as well, played a few games for them as well. He's also played other teams out in Portugal as well, not really blowing you apart with the numbers. Dundee United was a good campaign for him, scoring 9 goals and 12 assists. And again, for Farinese, there it is, 20 goals in total over the 71 appearances he's made, and 12 assists as well. He's been called up by the Scottish team he's actually been called up through the youth ranks, of course, all the way up to the under-21 level. Surprisingly, he's not been called up this season. I don't think he's been called up either for the Euros, but the numbers are there. The numbers are there. As for creative midfielders, if you need something special, I think this kid's got it. It just goes under the radar. He's doing the Eric Dyer route of all things. So fair play to the guys that take the plunge and go abroad, just like Ryan Guald did. So yeah, and of course living the continental lifestyle, which of course will be something you will never forget. So yeah, a fair play to him. What else have I got for you here? Of course, these are his rankings amongst other Scotsmen. He's ranked 2,252 in the world. Of course, ranked 84th within Liga NOS, which is the top flight over in Portugal. He's ranked 2nd within the team of Farinese. He's ranked 190th in the players born in 1995. As if for attacking midfielders, he ranks 191st amongst all other players as attacking midfielder, and ranked 20th in Scotland. So that's why if there's 26 spots up for grabs, why isn't he in the team? Stevie Clark, get involved. Of course, his value over time, of course, didn't really explode anytime soon. So it was kind of like peanut to about $1 million, and then steady Eddie 1.5 million, dipped down a little bit before the recent. I think just the back end of this couple of seasons, his stock has risen to around about the £3 million barrier. So to get him on a free would be absolute great bit of business. And again, Mowbray, get your best businessman, or get your what's your name, Alan Sugar hat on, and try and get this deal over the line. For me, do I see it happening? I don't really know. To be fair, it's going to be very tough to see this one go through. We've got 33 matches. We talked about the majority of this as well. This is just in a bit of a infographic sort of style. So, what does he bring to the table? Well, I'm going to break down his numbers for you a little bit more than this. So, we talked about the goals, we talked about the assists. He's got a scoring frequency of every 319 minutes. On average, he picks up around about 2.4 shots per game. He has about 44.7 touches as well on average. Creates about 13. We created 13 big chances with key passes 2.3 as well. Now, I've looked at a couple of other players as well that we were linked with. This guy exceeds them in a lot of these categories as well. This guy exceeds them in a lot of these categories as well. So where do we see the chances of this guy pulling on the blue and white halves as this comes up? I think we're in there. I think we have a chance. Realistically, it might not be a big chance. I wouldn't put my house on it. I wouldn't put my testicles on it. I wouldn't put anything on it for the time being. But we're in the mix. We do need that spot. That spot is coveted right now. We are lacking in creative desire. If Mowbray is serious about bringing him in, he should put a realistic offer on the table and say, you know what, we've just got rid of some deadwood, aka Downing, aka potentially Bennett, aka who else did we let go? Amari Bell. A lot of wage space has been made available. I would like put him towards the top end of that wage bracket and make him one of the top 2 or 3 highest paid players available, especially if we're going to get him on for free, which would of course will save any transfer kitty, maybe, and push it towards another direction, maybe an out-and-out winger, and then of course maybe improve the defence. For me, I'm quite content with our attacking lineup. If we do sell Adam Armstrong, that's just another story for another day. We do have a Brereton, a Gallagher, and of course Butterworth coming through the ranks to fill that void, and Sam Burns as well, youngster. I think we would be okay with those guys leading the strike force, but if we have a creative genius like this kid here, then I think we're going to be in safe hands moving forwards. And at the end of the day, of course, we're going to be linked with a lot of players over the summer. I'm going to just try and bring you the best of them as and when we get them. But for Mowbray, if he's listening, tell your recruitment team, when are you likely to get your hands on a lump of gold this big? That's right, go for it, go for gusto, going for gold, go get it and bring the lad in, because I think competition will make things much more better overall for Blackburn Rovers. Of course, we need competition all over the field. We need competition at left back. Of course, Pickering comes in, nailed on starter already, but of course it would be better if we have another left back competing for them honours. Same can be said for right back. Nyambi staying, who's his competitor? Is it Rankin Costello? I don't know. Of course, we need numbers all over the place. And again, it's going to be a bit of a reboot for Blackburn Rovers. A lot of faces going out, potentially our talisman going out with Adam Armstrong. So this would be a major boost for us, season-wise, mentality-wise, but of course the transfer window is not even open yet. It is early doors. We're going to be linked with a whole host of players. But anyway, any ones that I get excited with, I'll let you know all about it. But again, it's out there. It's out in the Twitter sphere. It's out in the universe. Go check it out yourself if you don't believe me. I'm not saying we're in it, top of the pile, but we're in the mix. We're in the mix of 30 others. But anyway, regardless of all that, we'll see how it all pans out. If you like this video, be sure to give the video some love and smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe. Check out the links down below on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, of course, Patreon as well. Also, check out the Discord. It's wide open, boys and girls, free to enter. But that's it. I'll see you soon with some more links for the summer transfer window, and hopefully Rovers will start the season in much better shape. Until then, I am